Students with internship experience are nearly 25% more likely to secure a full-time job within 6 months of graduation. In today's highly competitive market, getting practical experience before you graduate is a mandatory prerequisite for starting your career. But the way most people try to land these roles usually involves a strategy called spray and pray. You write up a decent resume, log on to massive megaboards like Indeed or LinkedIn, and blast your application to hundreds of open listings. This diagram shows exactly why that approach fails in 2026. When you drop a generic profile into an infinite global talent pool, the math works against you. Submitting 100 applications this way frequently yields 0 interviews. Instead of relying on application volume, you have to shift your focus to platform specificity. Submitting 10 tailored applications on a specialized niche site will generate significantly higher interview rates. Your finite energy shouldn't be spent deciding if you should apply, but rather where you should invest that energy to maximize your probability of getting a relevant offer. There are currently about 20 major global platforms dominating the internship space, and trying to manage a presence on all of them is a fast track to application fatigue. To navigate this ecosystem efficiently and find the right fit, we need to evaluate these sites across 2 specific metrics. This chart maps out exactly how to categorize your options. On the horizontal axis, we have industry focus, ranging from broad generalist sites to highly specialized niche boards. On the vertical axis, we track geographic scope, separating domestic opportunities from global ones. Pinpointing exactly where a platform sits on this matrix tells you immediately if you belong there. It stops you from wasting hours pitching your resume to recruiters who aren't looking for your specific background. In the broad domestic quadrant are generalists like Handshake, LinkedIn, Internshala, and WayUp. Winning requires a polished general profile and leveraging university pipelines. The upside is immediate visibility to Fortune 500 recruiters. The trade-off? An arena with maximum competition and extremely high application noise. In the niche domestic quadrant is the startup ecosystem, platforms like WellFound and Let's Intern. Input requires presenting a specialized portfolio and messaging founders directly. The outcome is massive autonomy in a high-impact role, trading away the safety net of structured corporate mentorship. Choosing between these 2 sides of the matrix means you are deciding between the proven safety of a massive corporate pipeline and the high-risk, high-reward agility of an early-stage startup. The top left quadrant is for global explorers, featuring platforms like iSec, Go Abroad, and Erasmus Intern. International placements require navigating complex cross-cultural logistics, visas, and strict application timelines. The outcome is a highly differentiated resume, but the trade-off is dealing with serious administrative friction and travel coordination. A unique subset in this global space are remote simulation platforms like Forage and Glassdoor. Instead of traditional applications, you complete self-paced virtual task simulations designed by major firms. You gain practical skills and work from anywhere, but the downside is 0 in-person organic networking. Global and remote platforms offer powerful ways to make your application stand out, provided you are willing to manage the logistical hurdles or independently drive your own self-directed workload. In the 2026 landscape, no single platform is universally better than the rest. Your success comes down to matching the platform to your primary career constraint. This flowchart maps out exactly where you should focus based on your situation. If you're a freshman or sophomore and your primary goal is securing educational value and safety, route your efforts strictly through Handshake and Forage. If you are aiming for fast-paced tech and entrepreneurship, abandon the aggregators entirely and spend your time building a presence on WellFound. For students focusing purely on nonprofits, NGOs, and social impact projects, bypass the corporate noise and use Idealist. And if your priority is building an international, cross-cultural resume, direct your energy toward iSec. Identifying your specific cohort allows you to immediately tune out the noise of the platforms that won't deliver a return on your time. Once you know your target, apply the 80-20 split. Dedicate 80% of your application time to customizing your resume and cover letter for 1 or 2 niche platforms tailored to your specific goal. Take the remaining 20% of your time and use it to maintain a sharp, professional presence on LinkedIn, specifically to catch inbound recruiter searches. Regardless of the platform you choose, the timeline rule remains the same. Begin your search 3 to 6 months before your desired start date. The best roles fill up long before the semester ends. In a hyper-competitive market, your biggest advantage isn't applying everywhere. Strategic curation of where you invest your effort will always beat volume.